Hey guys, welcome to another Mysteries of the Vedic Numbers. Today we're going to do number 8. Now, it's a bit of a paradox talking about the number 8 because number 8 is a mystery in and of itself. So it doesn't really want to be revealed. So we're going to hopefully ask for the energies to help us bring out as much details that I can about the number 8, because the 8 is represented by Saturn. Okay, now some of you guys may have seen my comments on Saturn on Twitter, and I'm not the biggest fan of Saturn, how it currently is. I feel like it's kind of entrapped. It's causing this dark energy around it, especially because of its rings. And back in the day, Saturn used to be a sun back in our Atlantis days, but it fell, and that was our doing, I believe. That was because we invited these negative energies, these negative technologies. We stepped outside of of the natural law, in a sense, and we try to play God. We try to create things that weren't meant to really be created. So with that in mind, this energy of Saturn that is currently being emitted in our solar system is that of the number 8. Now, if you'll notice, the number 8, first of all, is the infinity symbol, but in a vertical stance, right? It's on its legs rather than on its side. And in my opinion, this is the true infinity, right? Because you are meant to ascend up and down, right? Energy in our bodies moves up and down. When it's side to side, it's rather infinite, right? When it's eternal, it encompasses everything. Infinite, it's like it's stuck in a loop. It's just going side to side. And even this way, it's also stuck in a loop. But at least this way allows you to experience more different vibrations, different dimensions, different frequencies. Whereas the side to side is more so reincarnation, right? They're stuck in the same dimension over and over again, which is why it's represented sometimes by the Ouroboros. Ouroboros resembling reincarnation, being stuck in a snake. The Kundalini, when it's stuck in that 8 at the bottom of our spine. And then when it comes out, it arises and it comes back down in a more vertical-like fashion, right? Still in kind of an elliptic fashion, but if you just cross it, you get the 8, right? So that in mind, let's discuss a little bit about people that are born with this 8 energy. So people born on the 8th, on the 17th, on 26th, people whose numbers add up in their birthday to a total of 8, right? Their life path is 8. Well, actually, I'll get to the life path in a second. Let me just discuss first of all the people born on such days, on the 8th, 17th, 26th. These people are more than likely to experience a very tough childhood, okay? Now, it can depend on the number of 8s in their chart, but let's say they only have one 8 in their chart, right? These people are going to be unnoticed as children. They may always be doing something, always helping other people, always be in service to their parents, grandparents, relatives, whatever, other people, guardians, and kind of like be forced to do all these chores or all these things for other people, and then their parents would kind of just consider that normal, right? You won't really hear like good job or great job or I'm so glad to have you, I'm so glad you're helping us. No, it's just like, okay, Billy, go do that stuff, go milk the cow or something, go tend to the animals, go help your father, go build this, go do that, go take care of the other people, go take care of the other kids. You're always kind of like in service to others, and there can be many delays, many obstacles, many challenges as a kid. Now, these things on the surface can seem really bad, right? But let's pretend that at a soul essence, your soul mapped this out and it chose to have this experience. And it can also be a form of karma, right? 8 also represents the karma, the reincarnation. But some karma just makes no sense, right? Like, you don't really remember why you did it. or why you're getting it now, because of what did you do in the past life. You don't remember what you did. You don't know like why you deserve this. And if you do, they did pick these parents, right? Most of the parents we pick were somehow enemies in the last life, and we agreed to a contract to let's say become friends again, or to show them love, or to pay them back for any bad deeds we may have done, right? So this can be experienced a lot for these 8s. You know, you'll feel like you're just subservient to their authority over and over and over and over again, without any real recognition, without any praise, right? You're always kind of in the background doing all the hard work, and you're in the dark, right? Saturn is the darkness. So these people can definitely experience these challenges, these delays, disappointments early on in life, because it is meant to teach them endurance. It is meant to teach them persistence, hard work, patience, right? Forgiveness especially, right? So these people can experience a lot of hurt early on, where people may have betrayed them, may have hurt them in some way, may have taken advantage of them, and they are more than likely to carry a grudge, right? Saturn is a very slow-moving planet. So this grudge can last a very long time if they don't become aware of it, if they don't practice forgiveness and let it go, right? I've seen some people talking about forgiveness, saying, oh, I don't really need to, necessarily forgive others to heal. And I would disagree. I guess everyone is different, but forgiveness is not about the other person. It is about you, right? So this is especially hard for an 8. 8s struggle very hard with forgiveness, like I said. So they'll find any excuse to really not forgive anyone. At its essence, forgiveness is an illusion. I agree, because it's like a virtual reality, right? If I go punch someone in a virtual reality, did it really happen? I mean, it was in a game, right? So this is kind of like a games, but the game includes forgiveness, right? So if you want to succeed at the game, if you want to feel happy, let go of things, right? Forgive, and that will help you forget, because all of a sudden when you think of that person, you won't think of all the bad things they've done to you. You'll think, oh, I forgave that person. Oh, I feel good. I don't need to carry this with me anymore. I can let it go, right? Sometimes that person will go and die, and you still think about them in a negative way, like they're still there, like they're still affecting you. Well, that just shows you're still carrying trauma. You're still carrying things you haven't dealt with. And forgiveness will help you get past that, will help you overcome things like that, because you understand that, hey, they didn't know any better, right? They're just acting out their own trauma. So, back to the 8 before I get off track. Saturn is a very serious planet. So these people can have a serious demeanor, a serious personality, right? They've been so used to hard work that they've taken that as the normal. They don't really have time for fun. They don't know how to enjoy themselves, and if they ever even did, right? They never really learned, because they've been just so used to the same pattern of disappointment, let's say, or not getting the recognition that they deserve. It's like they become cold and hard. It's hard exterior, right? Gives them a very hard exterior. And these people can be very serious, very meticulous, very calculative, disciplined, respectful towards authority, but they will also demand their own respect, right? They are the people that wear black, right? They're obsessed with wearing black. Then black is a very strong color that demands respect. That's why judges wear black. It's a lot of high officials, politicians, business. They all wear black. Why? Because it's that subconscious demanding respect, wanting that respect over others, right? So these people can be very hardworking, and these are very good qualities that will help them later on in life. When you learn them early on, when you suffer through these things, they help you later on in life to build large things like a business, right? You now have the qualities, the perseverance to get up after you fail 9 times and try the 10th and succeed, because you understand that, hey, maybe you're not going to get it on the first shot. And these people more than likely will not get it on the first shot, right? They're not meant to be lucky. They're meant to overcome obstacles through hard work. They're meant to overcome challenges. They're They're not meant to just get the lucky break out of things, because that's part of their lesson, to really go through with the whole challenge, okay? So that makes them very hardworking, like I said, and being so used to taking care of others, being so used to helping others, they are more than likely to also be always of service to others, to always be offering their help in a physical way, in a material way, whatever, right? Serving others, having a big heart. They love to give of themselves, but they will keep track if you give back, right? Usually, the people the 8s that struggle with self-love will give and give and give and give and give, and they won't know when to stop, and they won't realize that it's draining them, right? Until it's too late, until they see, oh, I lost all my money because I just kept spending all my time helping this person, right? So they can be very intuitive, for sure. They can definitely tell a person's intentions from the get-go. They'll read you like a book, right? They have strong intuition, strong intuition, especially with multiple 8 placements in their chart, and it's very hard really to trick them or to manipulate them in some way, like I said, unless you're playing on their trigger of giving, right, of helping others, of wanting to help others, and of the forgiveness thing, right? So because of this, they can also have multiple streams of income, because they're so hardworking. You can find themselves always working, always doing something, never sitting still. And the problem is, they may even define their self-worth on their achievements, on doing something, right? If they're not doing something, that means they're not deserving, because they've had to work so hard all their life to feel deserving, right? And they've gotten used to it. So now they think that everything needs to be achieved through physical action, right? On the other hand, they can be very deep occultists. If they get into it, they will study the crap out of it, right? They will dive deep. They love to dive deep into things and uncover the mysteries, not necessarily to share them, but to uncover them for themselves. And that's why 7s and 8s can work really, really well, and 4s on this, because 4s will think outside the box. 7s are good studiers, they're very studious, right? And 8s will uncover what needs to be uncovered. They will find the secrets. You cannot lie to these people. Like I said, they have a strong intuition, right? So they will use their intuition in this regard when it comes to finding out secrets. Hard to lie to these people, right? They can see early on if what you're telling them is true or not, and if you're a kind person or not from the beginning. So yeah, those are some of the karmic lessons for them to learn that, hey, don't give too much of myself, learn to forgive, don't carry grudges, and not everything needs to be hard work, right? I deserve things even if I didn't necessarily work hard for it, right? I'm deserving of it naturally, simply because I exist because I'm a part of the Creator. And learning how to have fun, right? They're too serious sometimes. For them, it doesn't seem like it, right? But they realize later on in life that, hey, what the heck, I'm not really having any fun anymore, right? And maybe as a kid it's easier, but so these people are very good at, things where you can be very organized in authority, in places of authority. Not necessarily the top person in authority, but kind of like the ones underneath them, right? The people that can manage, if they have the specific placements. Otherwise, they would mainly be the workers, the hard workers that are running things behind the scenes, that don't necessarily get the glory, like the CEO or the top managers or anything like that. They won't have the glory, but they will get it at some point in their life, depending on the life period, right? The dashas is what they're called in Hindu. So this can be shown throughout people's charts. Now, if you're an 8, or if you're any number and you want to see what life period you're on, you want to learn more about your chart, check out www.decodingthemessage.com. I offer great readings there. Have had a lot of success with many people and helped them uncover their own charts and help them understand what they're going through, and what karma and lessons they can overcome with these placements, with this numerical birthday that they decided to incarnate into, right? So yeah, for the life path 8s in general, they won't necessarily see these qualities, right? So they're more than likely going to experience these things later on in life. They will have patterns of disappointments, delays, hard work, life asking them to work hard in some way and serve others, right? These people more than likely are going to end up serving like a larger part of themselves, or they will experience delays, disappointments, and this deep depression. It's very common for 8s in general, whether you're born on the 8th or life path 8, to suffer from this depression if they're not doing something, if they're not putting in their efforts to something, if they're not giving of themselves and working hard. Not necessarily hard, like, not like breaking your back type construction type of work, but just working at something, putting in effort towards something, and something that has delayed gratification, because it's slower, it takes time, and we're building it, right? They like to build things. They like to see things start from the ground up and say, oh my God, I built that, I put my effort into that. And so for them it's very important to be careful of this depression, because it can show up at specific points of time, especially during their Saturn year, where it's more accentuated, I guess. And especially if they're not doing what they're supposed to, right? If they're not listening to their soul calling, it will affect them. Yeah. So if you learned something, great. Take this information, do what you will with it, and help others, help yourself. Like I said, schedule a reading if you want to learn more. And like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.